This is the Metal Queens podcast. I'm Steve Richards on this episode of the MQP. They are from Long Beach, California. They are the Anti Groupies, and there they are. All four of them: Cassidy, Sydney, Bella, and Kyla. They have a new single out. Actually, they have three singles out right now on the forthcoming album, which will be out later this fall. And I'm happy to have them here on the Metal Queens podcast. Welcome.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Happy to be here.
Well, it's great to have you. We're going to talk about these singles coming up here in just a few minutes. I want to start with your origin and your story. How did the Anti Groupies come together? How did all of you come together?
Well, I met Bella and Sydney at the School of Rock when we were teenagers. I was like maybe 15 and they're younger than me. So we were all in high school. And we met Kyla through the local scene because Kyla was at the time in like every band. She also plays trumpet, she plays keys, plays drums, she plays it all. So during COVID, I just had left my high school band at the time, and I had always wanted to start a girl band. So I wrangled all of the best people I knew and forced them to be in a band with me, and that is how the Anti Groupies formed.
Did you guys know right away the first time you played that there was some chemistry immediately?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sydney, we had a couple bass players before Sydney, but I think when I knew that we were truly like the chemistry was really locked in is when Sydney joined the band and we played a few shows with her, and I was like, This is the setup, like this is it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Coming from Long Beach, where you're from, it's a city that has a rich musical legacy. How has that influenced your sound?
I feel like it's really cool because we get to play with a lot of different and really talented bands. So it's not like we're just playing with punk bands. We're playing with indie bands. We're playing with metal bands. We're playing with screamo bands. We're playing with all these bands, and we're seeing how audiences react to certain things and take how cool all these different bands are. It's really cool to I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, if I just wrote a song by myself, it wouldn't be an Anti-Groupies song. And I think we could all agree that if we wrote a song just ourselves, it wouldn't be an Anti-Groupies song. Mm-hmm. But because we all put our aspects into it, that's what makes our sound.
Mm-hmm.
What's behind the name, the Anti Groupies?
I could tell your story for you.
I guess it's my story. I'll take the mic again. But it was my first ever gig. This was pre-Anti Groupies. Like I was maybe 15 in high school band, and I walk up to the door for sound check, and I have my guitar on my back, and the guy's like, "Hey, like fans aren't allowed in yet," and I was like, "Oh, I'm in the band," and literally for 10 to 15 minutes, it was an argument that I was not allowed in. But my whole band was inside, so I was like, I'm not a groupie. And so we played around with some names, and there came the Anti Groupies.
Mm-hmm.
What's the story behind, let's start with the single, I Can't.
It's kind of like a story of freedom, being like, really,
it's kind of just like when you are in a relationship with someone and who isn't treating you the best, and you just have take a stance against it and just separate yourself with it because that's the best possible outcome for yourself. So it's kind of just taking control of your own life and being like, I don't want to deal with you anymore, I don't have to deal with you, right? Yeah.
It's a fun video too. Check it out on YouTube. It's like you guys breaking into a record store. Where was that record store? Where is that one?
It's a record store called Vinyl Solution in Huntington Beach. My boyfriend works there, so we had an easy connection there.
You had an in.
We just came in after it closed. Yeah, and we brought in all the camera
told us
stuff.
Not to break anything.
Yeah, arranged all the all the records so we wouldn't break them. And yeah, it was cool. It was a really fun shoot.
Yeah, I love great record stores like that, indie record stores, and that's a great video for I Can't. Check that out. What about Cigarette Slut? That's another single that's going to be on the upcoming album that's coming out this fall. What's the deal with that song?
It's basically just a song about all those girl bands have those I'm a chick and this is awesome. Like, you got Just a Girl, you got Cherry Bomb. Like, this is our Cigarette Slut is kind of like our girl anthem. It's like, oh, you put all these labels on me. Well, I'll take those labels and I'll use them as ammunition. Like, say what you want. Like, look at, I'm right here and you're down there. So all of our songs you find are very angry and like,
but it's like a form of empowerment, you know?
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, that's kind of the whole point of like even having our band name, you know, it's kind of just like it all comes down to a theme of just like, you know, women can do it too, and you know, and they could do it better.
Yeah. I want to ask you about influences. I found a cover of Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. I Hate Myself for Loving You that you guys did. Who are some of your influences?
Well, Joan Jett for sure. The Runaways, a classic all band that you can't. Yeah, but
I feel like a lot of Paramore too. We all really like Paramore.
Yeah, we all have very different influences individually. So
yeah, we all have super almost opposite music tastes.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to collectively agree on.
There's a little bit of everything in our songs.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because we all have such different music tastes, but writing with each other is very easy.
That's what makes it good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. How do you approach the songwriting process as a group?
It all starts musically. And then it kind of just starts with one instrument, and then it's just a buildup of collaboration between all of us. And then as soon as the music is done, then we add the melody and the lyrics, and it just comes together.
It kind of switches though. Like, it's honestly whoever comes in with an idea.
Yeah, like
even sometimes Kyla plays drums in our band, but she'll come in with a guitar part and be like, hey, this part is so cool. Or sometimes I'll be like, hey, I have this voice memo of this melody, like, make something for this. Or it all depends, but we all write our own parts. So definitely none of our newer songs or most of our songs on the album are a collaborative effort.
Yeah, it'll be like a 3-second riff that we'll put on repeat for like 5 to 10 minutes and just play over it and see what comes up as like Cassie's typing out lyric ideas. That's like my favorite way to write songs, is when someone starts playing something and everyone just keeps adding in until you have like the full 3-minute song. I love it. Yeah.
Do you prefer being in the studio or performing live?
Ooh, I would say performing live. Because with the studio, you're not getting like a lot of energy as you would performing live. You don't get much of a reaction. I feel like, especially for me personally, I kind of go off of other people's energy. Yeah. You know, and usually most of the time at a concert, people are there to have a good time. They're, you know, not Debbie Downers at all. So it brings me into a good mood, and it makes me excited, you know, to perform. And
So you've done club shows. Have you done festivals yet?
We haven't done any festivals.
Like a couple smaller festivals, nothing
DIY
big.
festivals. Nothing big. That's our next goal, is touring and festivals.
Yeah.
Which do you prefer, the festival setting or the intimate club setting?
I like a club setting because like the people that are there, it's like, I feel like festivals sometimes are hard because there's so many sets going on. People are tired. It's a long day. A club setting is like typically like there's only normally a couple bands on the bill. So it's like typically the people that are there came to see you and they're so stoked to see you, versus like a festival, people are all over the place and trying to catch all the sets they want to see.
Yeah. And it also depends with festivals, the time on when, because we played a couple festivals where we had really short sets that were really like pretty close to when doors open, and obviously when there's other bands playing, it's hard to get a lot of foot traffic, you know, if you're a smaller band, you know, and you're opening up for a festival compared to a bar show.
What's the best thing when you get on that stage about performing live?
Just the energy. I love going crazy. Yeah.
The adrenaline you get.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I feel like almost like I always get a little nervous before performing, so it's kind of just like that, being a little angsty or anxious about it, and kind of just like it's always just going up to it, you know, and then you're on the stage and you just do it, you know. It's kind of, just like that adrenaline rush that you get. It's awesome.
You know, rock and metal has historically been a male-dominated genre. This podcast, designed just for females, hence the name. We only have females on this podcast. What's been your experience navigating the industry as an all-female band? Of course, Cassidy, you told the story of how the name of the band started and how the gentleman at the door thought you were a groupie and not a performer.
It is we do get different reactions
all the time.
We
and
do
like
get
people, that is not a one-time thing. It's almost every gig. I would say at least one person is like, "Oh, you guys are actually good. I wasn't sure what to expect, but you guys are actually good." And
I
it's
had
like
last gig, I had this guy come up to me. He was like, for a group of girls, I was surprised. I looked at him. I said, "Well, the girls are rocking it and doing it better than most people right now." So,
or I had this guy. There was a guy last gig too. He came up to me and he's like, we're literally like getting out of the car. I'm in sweatpants. I have a merch list in my hand. He's like, "Is that your guys' set list?" And I was like, "No, we just got here." And he's like, "Who's in your band?" And I'm like, "Oh, we're an all-girl band, all the girls." And he's like, "Oh, that's so sexist of you guys." I was like,
Yeah.
That's just that was crazy. I was like, "What?"
Yeah,
what do you mean?
Welcome to the last how many years?
It's a very distinct difference between the way I've seen my guy friends' bands be treated, and then we come on and it's like a switch. Well, they'll be like, "Do you know how to use this mic?" And I'm like, get off, hop off, come on. It's like you just had him set it up and you're asking me if I could plug it in. I don't know. It's fair, but it is really like a condescending attitude towards us.
Yeah.
Versus when the guys go up, it's kind of like, do your thing.
Yeah, you got it.
Different thing. Yeah.
But do you feel that the landscape is starting to shift for women in rock and metal?
Yeah, I've seen an uprise in a lot of girl bands, and just a lot of empowerment and inspiration coming towards it, and I think that is helping the shift change.
A lot of the people who are saying these weird comments are older.
It's all
they are
a lot of the older
men.
Old school,
yeah.
But if you think about it, we have all these rise of these pop princesses, Olivia Rodrigo, Sabrina Carpenter, Chappell Roan. I think that has made girls a lot more accepted in the industry, and I think now it's pop is the top charts, all these girls are kicking ass. So now it's the girls that are in rock and metal, it's slowly being able to creep up. I don't think we're fully there yet, because I think just even the genre of music is more of a male dominant culture than pop or whatever. But I think definitely there's so many cool girl bands now that aren't taking shit from people.
Especially because everyone's starting to become independent.
Yeah, there's no labels.
So they have the freedom to talk about it and be open about struggles they face as women, dealing with these male-dominated industries. And I feel like it's more talked about more, which is awesome.
Let's talk about digital. You guys are all over social, all over the platforms. You can find them: Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. How do you balance creative integrity with the demands of building your brand in this digital age?
Yeah, it's a good question.
And AI.
Yeah.
Well, staying away from AI for sure. Away from it. But it's interesting because with social media, it's so unpredictable with what people will see. So you kind of just have to stay true with your brand and just start. I guess with us, the fact that we're an all-female rock band, it's hard to come by. So just putting that out there and hopefully, getting an audience to see that, that's
into that,
that goes a long way with our social media, you know, and just putting out little clips of lyrics to our songs, because our lyrics resonate with those, females that don't feel powerful, or are struggling, with people who are with, I guess, males that, are trying to, what's the word, put them down, I guess.
It's a lot of trial and error.
It is.
This is also our first time figuring all this out, and we do all of our stuff ourselves. No one's running any of our social media. We're answering emails. We're the form of contact. So it's we're all essentially a bunch of teenage girls also navigating this. And sometimes a post will do great, and we're we're really on track. And then next post gets 5 likes. So it's no one knows how to navigate this new world, and I think people are slowly figuring it out. You got to post at this time if you want people to see it. It's just so crazy that we have to do all this now. But
along with that, there's also you can find a greater community of
Yeah, you can reach
other
a larger
female
audience.
musicians. Like just scrolling on, TikTok, what the algorithm and what you're posting, you can connect with a lot of other, or at least I've seen a lot of posts with other female bands that are from like Germany or from England that are doing the same thing that we're doing. It's great to that social media could create a community and connect bands like us together.
Yeah, and the good news is I just read something yesterday. The rock and streaming numbers are really up big time.
Yeah.
And I just was at Summer Aloud this past weekend, packed in Charlotte. And the weekend before, I was at a rock festival, Incarceration, in Ohio, which was packed. So,
nice.
Yeah, it's very healthy right now, rock and metal.
Yeah, for sure. We're riding that wave.
Yeah. So what's the goal for the band now, next couple of years?
Touring.
Yeah, we've never been on tour, so that's definitely our goal. We, according to our Spotify, we have a lot of fans other places. It's funny because like you play shows in LA and it's like no one comes. Yeah. But like the music culture at other places is like everyone's coming to this show and like I'm like that's so cool because LA is just also really competitive. There's a show on every corner. There's a band playing every single night. You have five of your friends and 5 different bands that are inviting you to their gig. So it's hard. It's really competitive. You got to promote your shows hard. But hopefully a lot of touring. That's our goal. We get along really well. We hang out like every day. We live really close to each other. So we're not one of those bands that I think that would fall apart. I think we would survive the test of time on tour.
We'll survive hopefully. The tour band together.
Yeah.
If you could tour with any artist, past or present, who would it be?
Oh God.
I need to log in.
My dream is to open for Queens of the Stone Age. I know they're not a girl band, but I love them, and
great
I feel
band.
Like we're the girl queen. That's my goal to be like the girl Queens of the Stone Age. I love their stuff.
That'd be cool.
That's so hard.
I gotta go Paramore.
That's another one.
Yeah.
And they've been legend. They're legends. They're famous so young. Like,
that'd be awesome.
I guess, like, for me, just because I'm a fan, I would say, like, Metallica.
Oh, yeah.
An arena tour.
Are crazy
an arena tour would be awesome,
yeah.
Have you seen this tour, the Metallica tour?
No, I've never seen them, but it's on my bucket list to see.
I've been seeing online clips, though. Yeah. It's so cool.
Oh, incredible. Incredible sound system.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. Pantera. Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, Pantera kicked ass, too, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, they are the Anti Groupies. They have more new music coming, an album coming out this fall. Look for that. This is your debut. This will be your debut album, right?
My first album. It's going to be kick-ass.
Yeah, and follow them on social for tour updates, too, later this year and into next year as well. And the single, I Can't, is the new one out. And check out that video, too. Thanks for joining me.
Of course, thank you for having us.
They are the Anti Groupies, and this is the Metal Queens podcast. Thanks for watching. Like it, share it, subscribe to it. I'm Steve Richards.